Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today we will be turning a cigar pen kit. I'll show you the label later on. In this first part I'm going to show you how to prepare the blanks for turning. I already drilled the blanks. These are walnut blanks drilled with a 10mm hole. Now I'm going to sand the brass tubes. This is so the glue will adhere better to the wood. As you can see, it's slightly sanded with 120 grit, and I glue them in the wood with CA glue, just standard CA glue. When putting them in the wood, try to turn them around a bit so the glue will be on all sides and it will adhere nicely. Now we are going to turn the pens. I put one blanks on a pen mandrel on my DML 305 lathe. I think it's one of the best price to quality wise lathes you can get for these kind of jobs. They're not that expensive and they're great lathes for just simple things like turning pens or small bowls. For this job I'm using my bowl gouge from the House of Wood Turning. It's a company, well it doesn't exist anymore at the moment, it's now a part of Robert Sorby, but it was a company back in the 90s and they made some wood turning tools. Nothing special, I got it on Marketplace, it's a great tool and it turns great for pens, but it's a bowl gouge. It's also great for the bottoms of bowls. I used it a lot for that. So always try to make them as flush as you can with the bushings. This will save you some sanding, of course. I got this specific pen kit from HPK Pen Kits. It's a company in the Netherlands where I'm based, and he has a lot of great pen kits. He sells wood, acrylates. It's a great company for every pen turner. Now we're going to sand. I'm starting with 180 grit here, and we're sanding at around 2200 RPM, the same speed as that we're turning on. I'm sanding along the grain because then you'll sand away the lines that you get from sanding when it's actually turning, and this creates an even better finish on your pens. Right now I'm sanding with 300 grit. And that's the highest I'll go on these pens. Walnut is a wood species that's quite easy to finish, especially at 300. With a bit of beeswax and polishing, they'll shine just as well and feel just as well as if you're sanding to 1000 grit. And here I'm going to sand along the grain again. I'll try to do this for every grit I use. This creates a very good finish. I learned this from the Dutch wood turner Peter Peer. If you are in the Netherlands and you want to learn how to should turn pens, you definitely go to him. Here I'm applying polishing and sanding paste from HPK pen kits also, and it works great. When you're sanded something to 400 grit, it feels like with this paste like you've sanded it to 1000 grit. It's great. Here I'm applying a bit of beeswax. It's local beeswax. I got this from the local beekeeper in exchange for a few honey dippers. And always buff the beeswax in because it will get hot with the friction. It will melt a bit, and then you'll get a nice layer on top of the wood, which will protect it from grease and other things. And here I'm going to show you how the pen turned out. I think it's pretty cool, or at least we're gonna assemble it. Lovely grain in this walnut, for sure. Here we are going to assemble the pen. With a cigar pen kit you have a shorter and a slightly longer barrel. In the longer barrel you need to press the tip, because otherwise the ink cartridge won't fit. And some people use an expensive pen press for expensive $60, but I find that this glue clamp works just as good. And it's a lot cheaper, obviously. I'm using the gold and gunmetal combination here. This is the one I use most. It's very cool, and it works very well with walnut. The gold and the brown wood go great together. And the cigar pen kit is quite an easy pen kit to start with. Although I would advise to start with a few slim lines, the cigar pen kit would be a great next step. It's a very easy pen kit, and it's most people love it. I've sold quite a few of these. They're not that expensive to make, and they're also easy to make and quick to make. This is a twisting mechanism in which the ink cartridge will go. This twisting mechanism you can screw loose, at least half of it, and then you can refill it or put the cartridge in. On top of all the ink cartridges is a small bit of beeswax. This will protect it from leaking. And as you see, the spring works. You can just screw this back on top, and then the finished products in a second. I hope you also love how these two pens turned out.